Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. Yes, it's workshop walk time! Right guys, before we dive into the workshop, let's talk about cars and etc. that's coming in and gone. We've had a couple of cars go out this week that have been finally finished, which is the little damaged one, the little MK Ind Classic. That came in, got repaired, and we put the four wheels in it when the owners turned up, and that's gone out. And he'll start the rebuild process, so that's number one. We've also had the Radical, the little SR4 that was been in for a few little jobs and dyno and everything else. That's also been onto the trailer, and hopefully hashtag Doug can get out there and well, enjoy it for the first time out on track. And finally, what we've got here, don't forget, if you want to get into a car and your season's closing out, but you're thinking there's a few more dry days, because October's quite mild at the moment, we've got this supercharged Exo booster, which is bonkers and crazy and everything else. That's still up for sale here. If you want to come down to the factory, come and have a look, test drive, etc., that's available. Right, here we go guys, let's start rolling into the MNR project. Well, it's putting on its face here. So nose cone final fitment's been done on that, and once we've done the final fitment, it's things like the indicator stalks going in. These are unfortunately an IVA requirement. It's just a distance from the outer. You need that 400mm. You have to go onto these stalks to make sure that they comply. But those have gone on, and what we've then done also for IVA, we've put in the mesh here. Obviously it's two things that does. Stops for impacts, but also it's stone protection for your radiators, things like that. These have a separate headlight bar. So we have ours welded on here. They have a separate headlight bar. Doesn't matter which way you want to do it. This is the way that MNR do it. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely fine. But you have to bolt it through the chassis, which is what we've done. And then we're just figuring out here, we're making in these spaces, because we're looking at the headlight angle here for the 45-degree angle test. We weren't quite sure if we were quite there, so we've made these little spaces just to raise the headlight just here. It's about 1 inch higher, just to make sure it does comply with this 45-degree angle test here as well. Can't see under the nose cone now because it's finally fixed, but oil cooler's gone in. All the pipe work for the intercooler, pipe work for that's gone in up here. The air filter's gone in as well, that ducts it into the turbo, the coolant pipes and the return for the header pipe, this aluminium pipe that's here that runs back to the top of the radiator, that's all in. Doing some fuel lines, turbo feed line has obviously been cut shut and put in there, the turbo feed, so it feeds the oil in here into the turbos, nice and lubricates the bearings, and it shoves it out there the bottom here and returns it back into the sump. So that's been done as well. Battery covers and holder, that's been done. That's been back from powder coats. That's nice and patterned in. Then we've got some cables to run for that, and we've got to finish the lines. This is going to have some AN6 fuel lines in here because it's got all the fillet. He's got a nice billet fuel rail on this car here. Aftermarket, very nice that he's got on here, and it's got these AN fittings, so we just got to make the fuel lines fit into the existing ones there. Then we've gone through, and the centre tunnel has been finally trimmed and fitted, and the handbrake cable has been connected up to the Mazda ones. It's basically a Ford-based Mark II Escort handbrake cable that's used, and we've connected up to cables, and then we'll do the final fit on the centre tunnel. The rear tub has all been fitted as you see before, and the rear arches are on, all the light pods, and so this slides over in one complete unit. A couple of guys put it on there, hopefully getting on for perhaps the last time, because once that's on we can finish just the front end. It's all been done as well, so there's plenty of mock-up. It's been cracking on with that as well, and then yeah, we'll continue the progress. Right, next up it's MK Ind Est time. Nothing to do with this car. It came in for a little test drive, which I'm sure if you pop down here, Lewis will pop you up the links for that. We've had a little test drive out in this one, got some nice shots of it. It's got a nice 2 litre Duratec in here, running decent horsepower. It's like 260 brake. She's a lovely car to drive, to be honest with you. But if you want to know the full review, guess what? You got to watch it. It's on YouTube. He'll drop the link for you guys. Right, it's demo car time, guys. This is not the colour, by the way, that we're going for. Still, jury's out on that one. You'll have to wait and see. But what we've been on with, well, we've changed the wheels on the front on this. We're actually going with a 7-inch wheel on the front. In fact, we're going 7-inch wheels all round. We're going with the CXRs. Our lovely choice of wheel. We love these. We're going with 7-inch on the front, 7-inch on the rear, and we're going 205 fronts and 205 rears. So what we've done, we've made the wing stays for these. So these are like our universal ones for the Mazda base ones. Get the man the right way, Sean. Oh no, that is the right way. That goes in there, like so. Fits on the vehicle, no problem at all. We send them off the powder coat now, and that'll be ready to fit these with the CSR front wing. So they're all nicely done. So moved on, not a problem at all. And then we were doing little bits, but the main thing we've been waiting on is the harness. So now what's landed is the first batch of the harnesses. Now this is the new engine harness. So looking forward over the next couple of days to make sure we can get it all running. So this is it. If you want to know more information about these or stock and availability, hook us up with a phone call or email into Neil or Andy, and they'll talk you through it, and that will plug into the ME 360 ECU, which will mount under the bulkhead here. This is our new style that we do, the aluminium bulkheads, much cleaner, simpler design as well, but this will mount under the bulkhead here. And then we have got a full loom, say, and everything is marked on these, so it tells you what it is. It says on there, what is it? Injector number 4. Yeah, so they've all got little plugs, all identified, cam sensor, all of that. Nice bit of kit. We'll get that all plugged in. Neil's done all the calibration bits on this as well, so we should be able to plug that in and fire that up. So looking forward to that. So they're the first prototype ones. Not even prototype, the prototype's been done. Actual batch. First batch that's actually done. I think we've got 6 that have arrived on our doorstep here. So we get them. If you want to know more information or you're building a Mazda car, then it's fine. This will plug into, though, our new loom. So if you've got this loom, which is this one, this is what it's designed to plug into. You'll probably be able to make it work for existing looms, but it's mainly been designed to have it all new through the whole of the car. So if you're doing more of a new build type thing, you don't want to mess around with the old Mazda loom and cut and splice and everything else. That's what that's sort of been designed for. So more plug and play stuff coming your way. Right, let's talk about chassis, and chassis are rolling in. We've had quite a few kits go out over the last few weeks, and we're still trying to push as hard as we can to get them made. Something a bit different I thought I'd show you, because this one is yellow. Very bright yellow actually. It's going to be heading off to the USA. It's going to be a left-hand drive. Going to have a K-series engine in there, so it's going to be absolutely stonking. He's gone for a roll bar, and also this does actually come with a roll cage. He's got both options on this, so hashtag we'll look for this to get rolled into one of these crates like that. Whichever you want to get aboard, guys, you want to ship aboard, etc., we can do it. These can be shipped out into one of these wooden boxes, not a problem. And we've also got another one here that's going out for hashtag Prince, I'm going to call him. His left-hand drive car. We started doing all that, so we've done the brake lines, fuel lines and all of that on this particular one, and that's what the guys are doing downstairs. There's another one being done with the brake lines, fuel lines all ready to install, and this one's going to have a nice little Ford 2-litre Duratec, a bit like the car we showed you on the demo drive, so they are a rocket ship. Right, last here is the MAN Rush. It used to be DAX, I suppose you want to call it that way. That's got the old big 6-cylinder M3 engine in there. They made 340 horsepower, I think, something like that in stock form. Pretty decent, but what we've been on with is trying to get this through the emissions. So we've had Terry down here helping us from Bourne. It's got a Cyvex ECU. Spent, well, quite a few hours trying to get this through. We've got a couple of little things that we need to sort out, which is the alternator charging. It's not throwing out enough juice to charge the battery, which caused us a few problems trying to get the emissions. But now, finally, we've got it through. We're happy with the emissions. It's all under spec for IVA, which is what it kind of needs. So then it's just a few more bits to tidy up, but we've got to sort out the charging thing. There's no point taking that to IVA and it dies and kills the battery on a day. It'd be a complete waste of a day. So that's the next job really to do on this. Everything else is pretty much buttoned up. I know these are silly wing mirrors, but they're all compliant for IVA, and that's the reason for it. No different to all the little trims and bits of specs and this type of mirror. It's all there ready for IVA. Oh, we just got to put the seat belts in as well. So they're the last few jobs to do, get it sorted, and this can have a date with the IVA test centre then. Right, we're rolling out, guys. That's another workshop walk completed. And then car 65, well, I'm sitting here, just needs a little spanner check because she's going to be rolling out on the 28th of October. She's going to be entering with Atomic Racing and RLM. We're going to be doing the Burkitt 6-hour race. We are the little endurance race. And not only that, the following day is the final series of the Cup 200 race as well. So she's going to be having quite a bit of a shakedown over the end of October. That's probably a good 2-3 hours plus on track at full tilt. So you better take care of her, give her a little spit and polish and look after her. But yeah, that's it. If you want to know more about the Cup Series, hook up with Atomic Racing or come along, better still, October the 28th and 29th, and come and see these cars in action. That's it for this week, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we will catch you next week.